Hello everybody, Fever here, and today we'll be looking at my failed 1000 days walkthrough over on Bedrock. Um, this is about from a year ago or so, I'd say, but I haven't really touched it since then, and I didn't feel like walking around, especially with some of these things high up so I decided to use creative mode. But quick little background for this world. So yes, there's giant walls, and that's because I was dividing it up into districts, because I thought it'd be a little fun to do. So like this right here is District 1. This is where the founders are, and it's actually the innermost wall, or it would be if the walls were ever completed. So if you actually come down here, this all used to just be like a little valley. This is actually terraformed. But I'll get to why this is terraformed in a second. But we have this nice little tree here. We also have the beacon, just kind of chilling over here. And over here is something that I actually plan on bringing back into my current 100 days walkthrough at some point, or my let's play, whatever you want to call it. And that's actually the berry bunker. This was the first thing I built in survival. I actually built this before the house. Now it wasn't complete before the house, as you'll see later, but I figured since it's the first thing that was really done in this world, why not start here? Because it was started before the whole districts thing. But as it says though, it is a bunker with berries. We have some chests in here, which I put these in whenever I was trading with villagers. It was very interesting. Also, there's an elytra, because originally I was going to try and do this video with the elytra arm, but decided against it. And decided to just say, you know what, might as well just put it in creative. I don't care anymore about the world. But yeah, so if you come down here, we actually have a second layer of the berry bunker. And we have a snow golem. I don't remember what his name is, I'll be completely honest with you. But I do know he's been here since creation. And he will never move. That is his, like, eternal torment, I'm pretty sure. But down here though is where I was keeping some of my secret stuff, because this used to be a two-player world. Back in the original 1000 days, it was two of us for a little bit. But I have two docs here. Don't remember either of their names also. But the real fun thing though is this is the room where I'd hide my stuff. So as you can see, I had some chainmail and I had that is of somewhere. And if you come up here, we also have chests that used to be full of just random things, but not anymore. And also, this is where I used to put fish into my fish tanks, because I wanted fish tanks, but they would just keep despawning, because I never name tagged them or anything. So my poor fish tanks never worked, sadly, which is quite heartbreaking, because I did love my fish tanks. But past that though, down here we have my little tree farm. So the whole idea behind Berry Bunker was I could just go down here and live by myself if I really wanted to, and just completely abandon the rest of the world. But yeah, so it's supposed to have like every resource down here, or it was going to, which is why we got cocoa beans, we got trees going, we have potatoes, we have wheat on this little farm. And if you come down here, we have beetroots and carrots, and this is where the storage room was starting. For the bunker anyways, this wasn't going to be the actual storage room. But yeah, so that was here. And if you come down here though, we have, of course, the nether wart on this side, leading to where I would just stockpile a bunch of wheat and stuff. And then down here is where I kept some of the armor. That I made I made these two purely to finish off these last ones. The gold armor just was made at some point, and I don't think these aren't the original iron chest piece, which means they're probably just made for the decoration. Because this was going to be my little room I go to if I ever need to battle, which doesn't make any sense really, but it's there. This was a soulstone thing, and as you can see, these are all pistons, and they used to connect to be able to block off this area, and they still might actually. Nah, they don't. But this was going to be some kind of room. I don't remember what it was going to be, but I was going to put my actual like base and bed down here at some point, and as you can see, it just never happened. But yeah, so Berry Bunker, I do plan on doing in the current 100 days at some point, but a little differently, but the same premise though. And also, I'm very proud that I put the torches in the ceiling. It saved a lot of room. But so yeah. Also, you can tell that we redid this at one point after we got to a ocean monument. And also, we were big fans of quartz. And this tree, actually, I remember making. This was the worst thing to try and build. It was absolutely horrible. Don't ask why there's a Japan flag. But if you come over here, though, you can see the house that was in the works of being made. It was never finished, as you can tell, though. But you can tell it's later game because we have our endstone and stuff, and you'll see the original house quite in a little bit. But here we decided to put 2 enchantment tables in here. Absolutely no idea. I think just design. And as you can see, the books are just there for design also. They have like absolutely no use. Down here though, we were gonna put in some kind of room. I think this is where we were gonna remake our storage room and just never got around to it. Or this was gonna just be like our little everything room, and it was gonna have the storage room leading off of it somewhere. But I think if you mine a little bit past there, you actually hit our original mine or something like that. But yeah, here's our living room. Absolutely nothing ever happened to it. But if you come to this side, the left side of the house, though, you can actually see the other person who was on this world. You can see their little bedroom they made. So they got like a flat screen TV here. They got a 3-person bed. You know, got to get that king size bed. Got a little hot tub and, you know, lava on the ceiling. You know, I don't think that applies to OSHA rules, but, you know, OSHA's not in this world, so, you know, it's fine. And, actually, though, what's funny is if you come over to this side, this was where my room was going to be, but it never came to anything, because of a project you might have already seen. I don't know yet. I completely forgot if I flew up or not. But you can actually see the top of it right there. So you can tell that that is going to be the project of why I didn't finish this. But moving on from District 1. Actually, no, we're not done with District 1. Let's go to the original house, where if you pull this lever, you can come down here and you can see that this is the original floor of the area over here, which is why this wall goes so deep over here. This used to be the original ground, and then I just terraformed this up and I replaced everything with nether because I thought it would look cool. But yeah, this is the original house. As you can see, we have a treasure map and just random things in here, and it really hasn't been touched in a long time. We have gravel in here for some reason. The original storage room. We still have leftover eyes of Ender from you know, messing around with the Ender Dragon. We've got glowstone dust and just random stuff here. This is the Nether portal. But as I was going around the world earlier and messing with stuff, I had to take out I had to mess with it so it wouldn't keep teleporting me to the Nether every time I went through it. But if you move this right here, well, you already saw it. Hold on. But down here is our little loot room that took way too long to make. But yeah, so it's basically just quartz lava everywhere. We wasted a beacon, you know, normal things. Spent way too long. Well, actually, this came from as soon as we got Silk Touch. We were like, oh wait, we can go and grab all the ores. So that's exactly what we did, and we decided to use them as decoration. But if you come down here, though, you can see more redstone ore, because most abundance. But, like, we have emeralds here, we have diamonds, which I'm sure we have more laying around somewhere. Have our horse armor, have our music disc and Heart of the Sea and name tags, our gold, coal, and then we have our iron over here. So yeah, this is basically just a little like storage room for valuables. Doesn't really do much, and also that's a hole that never got filled apparently. So a lot of what's done in this world was purely for like just show. And also if you hit this, that's where the dragon eggs kept. It was going to have bigger plans at somewhere else. Also, this is the original loot chest, which is why we have those in there. But yeah, I've never really done a world tour, so I don't know if this is bad or not. Probably is. But here you can see the grindstones that I stole from every village we conquered, because I refused to make grindstones, so I just absolutely stole all of them. And if you go down there, that's actually where our original mine is on both sides. It goes down, I think. Yeah, this one's just done weird. I don't know why, but it was. So yeah, not too much going on, but I do think this was an interesting design to terraform upwards and then make it seem like the nether down here. But following from District 1, actually if you come over here though, you can see District 2, which is just our mining district after the original mine. This wall never was completed because it took way too much cobblestone. Up here though, we did a little mining shack because we thought it'd be cool to give like a little bit of detail to the world. So that's what it's meant to be. It's meant to look like, oh, you can ship the stuff upwards after a long day of mining. This is also where the Sugarcane Farm was, because I never got around to taking it down, so that became the Sugarcane Farm. Right here you can see where we marked out another one of these. So these were just fun little things to go mining in, because we needed a lot of cobblestone for the walls. So we decided to just do these big areas and mine them straight down to bedrock. So we got 2 done. That one, almost. This one was started, and so was this one. And then that one right there was planned out. Oh, and this is the original enchanting area. Originally, I was going to mess with all this and make it look like a enchantment, like underground of a mountain. But I just never got around to it. But yeah, this is the original enchantment table. It's been like this since like day 50, so I haven't touched it in a very, very long time, as you can tell. But yeah, there's not really much to District 2. It's mainly just mining, and it has one of the biggest walls for a district. And it comes all the way down here, and this was so annoying, and I just cobbled, or like built over a cave down there. But if you come to the other side though of District 1, you can come over to District 3, which is a little bit of a town area. That's what it is. It's just called District 3 Town, and it's outside the wall. It has no wall around it, like whatsoever. Over here though, you can see what's meant to look like the water from inside the wall is coming out, but if you actually look though, it's not even connected, because these walls are 3 wide. Some bits are just hollow, and other bits are actually full. I should have just hollowed all of them out though, because it's just a waste of time. This is something that never got completed, as you can see. I really don't know. I'm not the one who was going to build this. Meant to go here. So we have a chest up here with nothing in it apparently. But if you come down here, this is the actual bit of District 3. We have the start of a bank, and of course was never finished. But as you can see, we did like our quartz. We did like our quartz a lot. And if you come down here though, we have a little cult area, I think. Yeah, we have a little cult area. As you can see, nothing ever happened with it, but it was meant to be a cool little thing, because we wanted a story, or at least I wanted a story for the world, and so there's a little cult thing going on. Up there used to be the tower, but literally before I stopped playing on the world, I tore it down, because I was going to build there again, but I just never got around to it. Here's also the coffee shop, completely empty, just a shell of what it could be. The tea shop has lanterns actually and a little desk, but nothing ever really happened of it. I think I was going to redesign them at some point, but I just never got around to it. We'll save this building for last, because it will lead us into our next district. But if you come down over here, though, you can come to the wall shop, where we sell walls. Like, that's literally just, it's just walls. I don't know what else to tell you. It's walls. Like, that's it. I don't know, like, it's just walls. But if you come over here, though, there was going to be more shops up here. There was going to be a little, like, overhang thing that came down, and it was going to be a little balcony area, but nothing much ever came of it. These two have to do with districts, so I'll come back to them, and I'll show you this. This is the train station, which I blocked off because design purposes. But if you actually come in through the back, though, you can come down here, and the train actually leads you to District 9, and also District, or it's supposed to lead you to District 12, but the train itself, or the little area down there, never got finished. It is mined out majority of the way to District 12, but not really. Wait, that is really the rest of District 3 for you. But if you come down here, this is energy. This is District 4's little shop. So now that you see this, we will go over to District 4, which is on the other side of this mountain. District 4 has absolutely no, like, need, like, purpose whatsoever. It's literally just here to be here. But, yeah, so this is District 4. The whole idea behind it is it's meant to be like a thermal power plant, so or whatever. So it's using the heat from the mountain, because it's meant to be. It was meant to be like a volcano, which is why if you come over here, and I'm definitely not trying to not spoil something that I've already spoiled. You can come here and see that this was meant to be like a little volcano area. This is also where the tower was. So if you come over here, you can see that this was kind of flat out, and there was blocks here. And the way I got rid of the tower was I just burned it, because it was mostly made out of wood. But this was the original start, or this was the original like plan to remake it. But like I said, I never got around to doing it again. But yeah, this is basically it for District 4. Like, there's not much to District 4. It's just things coming out of the wall and leading to these. They'll give little smokestacks off, and there we got the big ones leading from the big thing, of course. But yeah, there's not too much going on with District 4. Like I said, it's just all for show. But if you come over here, actually, we'll just skip. But if you go back into District 3 and then 1 and then into 2, you can come out over here into District 5, which is our lumber area. So of course we have a lot of the wood just for show, because we got to give some personality to stuff. But this is actually where we would mainly plant trees. We'd plant trees back over in this area and then cut them down, and that's just how we got our wood. But we wanted to give a little bit of a story also to it. And if you come down here, though, you can see where we found a mob grinder. And this area was from when we fought the Wither, and you'll see next, actually, after this, where we did fight the Wither. But yeah, over here I actually broke into this recently to try and remember what it was, but it is literally just a mob spawner with not the best of quality of being hidden or anything, because I never got around to it, but it did work as an XP farm for the time being, as a lot of time was spent working on those walls, which is why a lot of stuff never got finished in this world, probably. But yeah, if you come over here to from District 5, you can be led over to District 6, which is called Wither City. This was made after we fought the Wither, and he destroyed a lot of it, which is why there's a lot of things over here. So the whole story behind District 6 is it's a prison for the Wither worshippers, because the Wither destroyed so much. Which is, you can still see the destruction, because I just never got around to fixing any of it. But, so like, you can come down here, and it's literally just the caverns that were left by the Wither fight. So the Wither did majority of this, unless it looks like a natural cave. But a lot of this was done by the Wither, and it just keeps going. If you follow it, it feels like it's never ending. But it does end at some point, because eventually we did catch up with the Wither and get our stuff back, because we might have died several times. But eventually we did defeat it. But yeah, so it's just like a prison district basically for the people who worship the Wither. Which is why, but it's meant to be self-sustaining, which is why there's wheat in here. But of course, a lot of it never got finished, because I had the idea for the district, and I wanted to start building this upper area. And then I put it on a to-do list to do towards 2,000 days. It would be one of the projects, but it just never got like fully shown. Like nothing really came of it, sadly. But actually move on to District 7 now, which is on the other side of these walls. And I'm going to look down a little bit because I really don't want to spoil the full grand reveal of that one thing. That is probably already spoiled. But if you come over here to District 3 though, and just walk up these steps, looking this way definitely, you can't look the other way, you'll see District, you'll see District 7? This is 7, right? Yeah. This is District 7, this is where the animal farms were going to be moved to anyways. But like we have a panda, got some cows and some sheep in here. This is where they were all going to be moved, but I did slaughter most of the animals on the way over here, so this never got completed, sadly. But if you come over here, you can actually see the original wheat farm that was made, because I put the wheat farm up here, and I never got rid of it. So I just encased it in glass and made it this whole little area. But this is where the big wheat farm is. Actually, so like this is where we would get our food supplies from if we weren't eating a ton of steak. And also this is District 8. This little wall right here marks off the end of 7 and 2 and into 8. And also this is just a little food storage area, but like a lot of this we tore down the original things for it and then just never got around to actually working on it. But if you move past this over here, we can come over to District 9, which has its own, it has a different wall that we saw in the video. And also this is where the train station comes up from. Come up from the train station into 9, and I'll do the big reveal this way. But this is why a lot of stuff was never completed, because we had the idea to do a big build like this, and so we never completed districts, or most of the stuff in those districts. But yeah, we cleared out a big area of land over here. We worked on this a lot, and then of course we never finished it. And also this is where the maps are stored, because if you come over here, I have a big map wall, and this is where we were tearing stuff down to make this district more just for show. But yeah, this is something that took way too long. I'm not going to take original credit for building this. This was something we did off a video, off a tutorial. But oh my, did this take a long time. It took way too long. But it is a great build, and if you want to build something like this in survival, be prepared to sacrifice a lot, because this took way too much, especially with a lot of it being wooden logs. We had to deforest a lot of forest for it. But yeah, we also have like a windmill over here. That's where the beacon used to be. Hold on. Actually, I do want to show you the map, or what's on the map, because it needs to be updated a little bit probably. But as you can see where my cursor is, that's District 1. We come over to District 2 over here. District 3, District 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down there is 10. 11 is up there. 12's up there. 13 is over here. 13 was never really finished. It was more set as an outline. And District 14 is right over in this area. I don't think it's quite on the map yet, because I think it was added in way too recently. And we also have a thing up there. We have a thing over here somewhere, I believe. And I think something was started over here. But I'll finish District 9, and then I will do a part 2 to this video, because this is getting really long. But yeah, so this is District like 9's main thing over here. Just a big building. District 9 was definitely going to be our medieval district to have fun with. But like if you come over here too, this is just like a house. That's literally it. It's a house. It's got a little garden to it. We didn't do much with it either. We have a clock tower. The wall, though, took way too long, and a lot of this was torn down. I believe you can see it. No, not really. But a lot of this was torn down and built up so we could have a nice little area. And you can see that it was kind of started right here, and then I was meant to go over there, but I didn't really plan on doing too much. Or I was trying to figure out what to do with the staircase and everything, because I wanted to make it look nice, but it just never got completed. Here's a very long stone brick road to the forgery, which is, like it says, it's a forgery over here. And if you come down here, you can come to the fishing shack and the harbor. So the official thing for District 9 and why it's so rich compared to other districts and why it's like this, because we wanted to give a little story aspect to it, is it's just simply where it trades with other places. That's the whole story behind it. Here's the harbor, which was put here because there was a shipwreck. We decided to put the harbor here. And so it just kind of works. These boats look absolutely terrible, but they serve their purpose. But like, there's a boat on its way out over there. There's a boat kind of docked, because I may or may not have made the docks first and then made the ships. Except this one. This one was made and then the dock was made around it. And the originally the dock was going to go along this whole area. And I do think I did plan on still doing that before abandoning the world. But, like I said, I abandoned this world. So I don't really plan on touching it too much. I do like leaving it in its little aspect over here. And especially since I'm in creative now, I don't want to touch it, because it feels like it'd be a waste of all the stuff I did do in survival. So, you know, I don't really want to take that value away from it. Also, this right here, as you can see, not the prettiest job, but it was going to be a little canal through. So you could come over to this, which this was a little church area that we made. You can go inside there, a little wither cult, looking through the windows, because, yeah, see a little redstone thing going on down there. And yeah. Yeah, if you come down here, though, you can see it's literally just a little, like, crypt hallway that leads up underneath the stage over here. And you can see that this used to be redstone that worked, and then at some point it stopped working, which is why it's never fully completed. But it is the little church thing, church pews. These are the levers that control everything. And yeah, so it's just fun. But yeah, that is gonna, actually no, I can show you this, because this is technically still part of District 9. That's 10 right there. It's just it's a little lighthouse, you know, matches the whole not District 9 vibe. And yeah, so it's this. It's just a lighthouse. Like I said, not too much going on for it. Over there's a little ship. There is stuff over there that I will probably get into in part 2 of this, but for the time being, let's come down to this boat and end the video. Thank you all for coming out to today's video. I hopefully will be streaming the same day this goes up, hopefully. But yeah, this is just a fun little 1000 days that happened and that was abandoned. I don't know the official day that this world got to. Like, I just don't. But it was an abandoned little walkthrough that was in the process of just being made into a pretty world at one point before being straight up fully abandoned, and now it just kind of sits here all by its lonesome. But yeah, so hopefully you did enjoy this little world tour. If you do want a part 2, hit the like button down below, and in part 2 we'll be going from districts 10 to 14, along with all the extra little things that aren't districts, including the little bee area that's over there that you might have spotted. So yeah, just if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button down below, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!